Hey book nerds, welcome back to my channel, The Book Nerd, and if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. My name is Denise and I'm behind again, so I somehow got sick again. They say that you're supposed to be, like immune from getting COVID twice, like within 3 months, 4 months. Somehow I got it, don't know how I got it. I had a lot of doctor's appointments, that's the only way I can explain it. But anyway, nobody wants to talk about that. I want to forget about it. But I was a little down and out, but now I'm back. And I was able to celebrate Christmas really well with my family and everything, so everything worked out. But here I am again, so I'm going to try to make up for some lost time. But anyway, again, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are a subscriber. And if you are new, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and put it on notifications so that you can know when I put up new videos. And also, please make sure you like this video and please share and spread the word about this channel. So today what I want to do is do my wrap up of the December reads that I shared, and the Christmas reads actually. And so I want to share those with you. I do have a book that wasn't on the list that I shared, and I'll kind of get more into that now. So the first book that I want to share is called The Bones at Point No Point. So this is The Bones at Point No Point, and this book is by author D.D. Black. D.D. Black is an indie author, and I believe that he might be traditionally published or is about to be. I'm not sure, but this is one of his pen names. So D.D. Black, I actually know this author, and he is awesome. I've been in some of his classes where he's taught how to be an indie author, how to sell a lot of books. He's like really successful in being an indie author. But anyway, he's from where I'm from. He's from Washington State, and he teaches excellent classes and all of that. But this is actually the first book that I've read by him, and it is so amazing. So it is a thriller. It's a crime thriller, and it's in the Thomas Austin series, and this is the first book in that series. And it is about Thomas Austin. He is an ex-NYPD cop, or detective actually, and he solved this big case in New York, and it was called the Holiday Baby Butcher. So now I told you that this book didn't come into my Christmas reads, but just so happens this book was actually made around Christmas time. So you have this gruesome crime thriller that is actually around Christmas time or the holidays, so it actually did fit. Doesn't give you anything cozy, but it does give you that Christmas time, holiday time vibe, if you will. So you have Thomas Austin. He's an ex-NYPD detective. He solves this big case, and it's a serial killer called the Holiday Baby Butcher. Now he solved it. This person goes to prison. And now years later, he has moved to the Pacific Northwest, and he lives on this little beach island and all of that. He's just trying to chill, get over that case. He also has lost his wife, so he's grieving. And so he's just starting anew. He has this little convenience store, restaurant, kind of place, and he's just really trying to just relax and just do something different. But all of a sudden a case comes up. There are some bones found on this beach. They're bones found by these teenagers, and everything is the same as the Holiday Baby Butcher case that he has saw before. Everything's so much the same. They're wondering if the person is out of prison, or they're wondering if the person in prison is talking to somebody out of prison. They can't figure it out. It has a good twist. It is very creepy. It is gruesome. I'm just going to warn you, it's disturbing. I'm like, wow, you know this person as the author, and you didn't know they could think like this. But it's something, but it's really good. If you like crime thrillers, if you like it a little dark, this is the book for you. I plan on reading the rest of the series because it's that good. But yeah, check this one out. Again, it's The Bones at Point No Point. The Bones at Point No Point. Excellent crime thriller. And this was actually around the holidays, so I guess this could count as a Christmas read. And so then the next book that I read is You Make It Feel Like Christmas. And so this is one that I did have on my list to read. You Make It Feel Like Christmas. This is by Toni Shiloh. Toni Shiloh is predominantly, or if not all, a Christian fiction author, and I do like her writing. I believe this is my second book that I've read by her. And so this book was about Star, a character named Star, and she was reluctant to go back home because, one, she had lost her job and she felt embarrassed to be around her successful family. Two, she is going to be going home and being in and helping with the preparations of and all of the events of her sister's wedding. And her sister's having this Christmas wedding, and the sister is marrying Star's ex. So that is the premise of this book. So we can see why she didn't want to go home. I wouldn't want to either. And so that's what the book is about. It's cute. It's very cute. It's very Hallmark-like. What happens in the book is she's there. She's with her family. She's really kind of trying to stay to herself, trying not to let her family even know that she doesn't have a job, and how she's going to stay there a little longer because, she doesn't have money to go back to where she was from. But her brother's friend, so her brother, I believe, is a little older, so her brother's friend, he's also there. And he ends up trying to kind of take her mind off of things and all of that. So he ends up trying to help her out, take her mind off of things, help her to have fun around Christmas. And so, of course, things happen. This is a romance book, I should say. And so you have all of that. So you have all the holiday activities that they somehow manage to do in Hallmark movies. I don't know how they have all this time off and they can do all this cookie baking and then this and that, and they do all that, but they're doing that all here. And then so you have all of that. Then you have the wedding and the tension with that, and how she's handling her sister and just the rest of her family. So it has a lot of the family issues in it, and then of course the magic of Christmas, and then love and all of that. So really, really cute book. I highly recommend this, and I really recommend reading it around Christmas time. The next book that I did have on my list and that I did read is called Clued in Christmas. And this book is by Mia Heintzelman. And I need to find out exactly how to pronounce her name. But so this is by Mia Heintzelman. And I read the other book I shared, that was Monopolive. And this is one of the companion novels to that. This is actually the third in the series. It's called the Love and Game series. So this one is, of course, it's around Christmas. And this one is about Nadia. So she's one of the friends to Roxy and, oh good, I can't all of a sudden think of the other one. Harper. So those are her best friends, and Harper was in the other book that I read, Monopolive. So, but this is again around the holidays, so you kind of start with Thanksgiving and then go into Christmas. And this book is cute. If you like rom-coms, this is the book for you. It has what people call a little spice. It has a couple of spice scenes and maybe a little more than I would care for. I'm not really into that. I'm not totally opposed, I guess, to it being in books. I prefer, it doesn't have to be there. I prefer that. But so if you like a little of that, that's there. It is cute. They do, because this is the Love and Game series, this is centered around the game Clue. And it does have a lot of activities and all of that. But anyway, Nadia is, her and Micah, they had dated and then they end up breaking up. And then so it's kind of about them trying maybe to get back together or see if they can. And Nadia just has a lot of doubts, and she has a lot of insecurities and all of that around it. And there's some other things going on with Micah too that, makes it maybe even a little more challenging for him and her. There's a lot of miscommunication in this book, a lot of misunderstanding. I feel like the characters are in their late 20s or early 30s. So some of Nadia's insecurities, I don't ever want to downplay anybody's insecurities, but I'm talking about a book, and I'm talking about how it's written in here. It almost reads like a YA because I'm not understanding this. Yeah, so it kind of, it had Christmas and everything, this didn't really resonate with me. I think it is cute. I think if you like rom-com, you'll love it. A lot of people did love the book. I don't know if it's because I was reading this book maybe when I was sick and my brain just wasn't functioning. But it didn't really work well with me, but it was cute. I think I like Monopoly better. But yeah, it's but it does, that you have this skiing, you have, or whatever, snowboarding, whatever they're doing, you have snow, you have the clue, and I think there's just a lot going on with it too. But and then you had Christmas and holiday and family and all of that. But so that is included in Christmas. It was cute. I did enjoy it. It just wasn't, out of the books that I read, this just maybe wasn't my favorite. But I will read the other third book and see how that one goes. And then last but definitely not least for the Christmas reads was this book, and it is called Snow Place Like Home, and this is by Lacey Baker. I never read a book by this author before. Apparently, I believe this author has written books actually for Hallmark. So this book is the ultimate Hallmark-like book. I think I put on one of my reviews, it's like Hallmark in the palm of your hands. So if you like Hallmark Christmas movies, this is the book that you want to read. Again, you have your character. This character's name is Ella, and she's lost her job. So Hallmark type movies are good for having you lose your job and you have to go back to your small town and suck it up and all of that and decide, do you want to stay or not? So this has that same, type of pattern, but she has lost her job due to, I think, she worked as a museum and it closed. And so she lost her job and she's going back home. But this one has a little more, I think it's some deeper, things going on. So she is grieving. She lost her mother when she was young. And she's also lost other things, and it always seems to be around Christmas. So she kind of feels like Christmas is jinxed. So she didn't want to go back home, and she felt like she was just going to be jinxed again and, and bring up all the old memories. And so that's what's going on with her. And plus she thinks she's jinxed now because she lost her job around Christmas. Then you add, she runs into an ex. He's not an ex, but he's a friend or maybe an associate that she went to high school with. And she runs into him. He has also lost a loved one. So he's grieving. And he's trying to continue the traditions of his wife in the holiday, I think it's a holiday auction that they're doing. And so this is like a faith-based book. And faith-based book, as well as the Toni Shiloh one was as well. And so anyway, they're working with the church and they're doing this auction and they want to take it to the next level. And so Ella is going to help because she has experience in that. And her aunt's like, she can do it. So her and Seth have to work together. And I think it's almost kind of an enemies or slight enemies to lovers type trope. And so they have to work together. He feels like she's trying to bring in big city ideas. She feels like he's being a little old-fashioned. He's trying to help her celebrate Christmas and enjoy the season and see all the magic in that. She's trying to resist. And so you kind of have all that going on. The family that Ella is part of, they're kind of a high-profile family, kind of affluent. And you'll see all these activities that they do. They're really involved in, their community and all of that. So it's really cute when they do all these different activities. You can just picture it. And you can just see the Christmas in it. It has a great message, excellent message, whether you're, a Christian or not. It just has a good message of how to handle life when life, deals you some bad blows. It has a good family element and, of course, a good romance. So those are the books that I read in December. I believe I had one more that I had shared in my Christmas reading that I was going to read, and it was like a, a Harlequin, I think, suspense Christian Christmas book. And I can't even remember the name, but I did not get to that one, and so I'll just table that for next Christmas. But anyway, all in all, I had a good month in December for reading, and I did enjoy the books. I loved reading all of the cozy books for Christmas and loved reading the thriller as well. And yeah, so I hope you had a good reading month in December. And I know this is coming a little late, but thank you for watching anyway, and just being patient as I got to pace myself to get my videos more consistent. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Be blessed and be book nerdy.